Europe, we're waiting on Italy and Ireland. How hopeful are you?
Well, Ireland, clearly they are on track, and they announced that they leave their aid package in mid-December. So clearly today EU politicians, they will be keen to promote this success story, also to divert the attention from other more contentious issues like the banking union.
And what are the markets telling us about the way they feel about Ireland? Yields are coming down, right?
Absolutely. So we've seen yields compressing across the curve, also in spread terms. So Ireland has really been a strong performer overall. So against this backdrop, for the time being, we think there's not too much left to go, in particular with all the supply coming up again next year.
And what about the markets and what they're saying on Italy? How much faith do you have in Italy?
Yeah, it's a mixed bag with Italy. So on the one hand, we've seen quite strong performance. On the other hand, the government seems to be stable for now, but it's also not a given. So for the time being, we think this Teflon tightening of spreads will continue, but still there are quite a few risks out there for the medium term.
On the US story, I'm sure we'll stop talking about this soon, but when we look at the stress in the markets, what's that telling us, Europe versus US?
Money markets are clearly most exposed to the budget standoff. As we see this, especially when you look at T-bills, which have spiked up quite a lot, and also the curve is very steep here. So against this backdrop, longs in T-bills look quite attractive in anticipation of a deal, which is still, the consensus for everyone. But actually, when we look at the Euribor curve, so front-end Euribors in particular, we think there's actually better risk-reward with the ECB protection and, a likely rally in case we finally get this agreement.
So stay away from the US for the moment?
Well, it depends basically on your risk capacity. We think the more prudent approach is do it via Euribors. If you can handle the risk, then clearly there's more juice in US T-bills.
Have we seen lasting damage, do you think?
It's definitely a structural issue, because we had this now for the second time in 2 years basically, and also here we're a bit similar to Italy. It seems like a structural problem, the political situation. So clearly there's a risk that some damage has been done.